Good morning, everyone. It's Valerie, Chick Picker. There's Sally.
Hey,
Hey.
any better?
No,
Well, dang it.
I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's just on my end. Maybe it's just my eyes. I don't know.
I don't know. I know that like whenever I look at it, it doesn't look pixelated at all.
Okay. Maybe it's my end.
Maybe.
Yeah. So it's okay. We'll be fine.
Okay.
Hope everybody's having a great morning out there in YouTube land. It's kind of an interesting morning for me. I tried to do the mail call video and I couldn't be heard. So, yep. Morning
That's how
volume
good it
check.
was.
I
That's
guess
how good
so.
it was is that it had to be a silent movie.
Yeah, must have because I don't know. And then Fishing and Picking said he was trying to get a hold of me to tell me that there was no sound. But maybe it was just so sweet that it was too much for your ears. I don't know. Sounds good. Sounds all good in theory, but probably not the case. But so I went ahead and just went and deleted the video. I don't need any of that silent movie
Movie.
type thing. And of course I've been doing that quite often. So I revised my note that says note to self, put your headphones on. I also put turn headphones on also. Just in case I have a brain fart like I did this morning, that maybe that won't happen again.
Did you call Nikki?
I did. I sent her a message. She can
Oh,
now
okay.
for some reason now she can get the link, and so we don't have to call her anymore. All we have to do is send her a link.
Okay.
And I sent her a link, so hopefully she got it. So I did send her one. I sent Todd one. I think that's it. But yeah. So I only had one thing on that mail call video, and it was a Charlotte Russe bodysuit. It was probably a good thing that I did delete it because there was something on there that I was trying to describe the closure and where the closure was. Well, I ended up saying snapper. So yeah. And then I tried to fix it and it got even worse. So I just, yeah. So it's probably a good thing
Snapper.
that I was trying to say snap and I said snapper. And I was like, oh my God. I about lost it there in the video, but it was probably a good thing that I deleted it and, we'll just start over. Sometimes that's safe. Well, I'm glad you can hear me loud and clear now. That's good. Glad to hear that. But yeah, I just had the one
Any
sale.
any sales yesterday?
You didn't.
But I had like 3 messages.
Well,
Like,
were they good messages?
yeah, they were all right. I mean, but just asking if things were plus size when they were like 30 by 30s and
Yeah.
just stupid shit like that. I was like,
Yeah. Um, And then I woke up at like 3 o'clock this morning and I had a message or an offer for those Danskos. So I took that and
good.
then I went back to sleep. So I'm glad I went back to sleep though.
Good.
I needed to go back to sleep.
Yeah.
So and then I had another I think it was a shirt that sold. It sold, but I hadn't been paid for it yet. So I'll try again on the mail call video tomorrow and see where it goes. Hopefully it'll all work out. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at today. I got some more things to do. Yesterday was a weird day. I just could not get going. I'd do a little bit and then I'd kind of just think out. I went to sleep. I laid back. Oh, because I had a headache yesterday afternoon, and so I laid down to try to get rid of that, and that was in the evening. And so I think I went to sleep about 7, woke up at 9, and then I was up and going till about midnight, and then went back to bed and slept the rest of the night. So it's just kind of my weird schedule.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. Jim says on Amazon Monday I did double my average. Yesterday I did half my average. Yeah, it was kind of weird how that all worked out. Like Monday was a really good day for sales, and then yesterday it just tanked for, I guess, for some reason. But hopefully today it'll go back up, and I'm hoping, I'm hoping really by the middle of the month, the third and fourth week, I'm hoping that things are going to start picking up, ramping up for fourth quarter. It should.
Yeah.
Because it technically is fourth quarter. So.
Well, right. You know what, in the past, because we've been doing this, what, 2 years?
Mm-hmm.
I've really never noticed much of a difference. I mean, I know that around this time people just buy a lot of everything,
Mm-hmm.
Not really any specific thing. I mean, everything pretty much still sells. And then, maybe a little bit of a downwind on January and February, but
Mm-hmm.
really not all that much. I mean, people still buy.
Yeah. Well, I think it has a lot to do with, the seasons, because of winter, people are going to be in more. And summer they're going to be out more.
Mm-hmm.
But my sales didn't really. July was a really good month for me. August was not a good month for me, but I think it was just because I took vacation. But I don't know. It could go either way, and really, you could try to make all the sense out of it and everything, but
yeah, I don't know. I think that when because I usually just list everything,
mm-hmm.
anytime, I don't really have a time that I'll list like more toys or anything like that.
Mm-mm.
And just got your notification. And so it doesn't really matter to me, like, as far as I sell, but I just need to list.
Right.
And that way I have plenty of stuff for people to to pick from.
Right.
All right, Margot, we'll be here.
But yeah, I mean it's been pretty good month so far. I need to sell some of those higher ticket items. I need to get rid of those, get that stuff going out the door. But I'm really, especially right now, I'm just trying to, uh, huh, what was it saying? Oh, I'm trying to be a yes. I'm trying to be a yes woman.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I'm trying to say yes to pretty much everything. Offers and things like that. I'm trying to kind of be open to all possibilities rather than, shut everything down and say,
Right.
I'm not doing, I'm not, I'm not going to sell this to you for $2 less. I'm not going to fight over that.
Yeah.
So, I'm not gonna dicker over that. And, you know,
you definitely have to be happy with what you get, from stuff. It has to be something that's going to, you're not going to fret over it.
right.
If you spent $3, on a pair of pants and you're only selling them for $7 or something, you kind of just got to get over it, especially if you've had them on there for a while.
Right. Well, like those dance coats. I mean, at 3:00 in the morning, I was half asleep. Number one, I was awake enough to realize, what I was doing, but I had those dance coats listed for a lot. I think I had them listed for 76. I got an offer for 40. I paid $2 for them.
Yeah.
I had to say, do you want the money now, or do you want to, potentially wait a year until another buyer comes around, which may or may not happen. It could be another buyer that comes around tomorrow. But do you know that? Nope. So, I'm going to, turn and burn type of thing and, get that stuff, get that sale, get that money in there so I can buy other stuff. That's the way I have to think
it's
about it.
funny that you mentioned that because, okay, so last week I had this lady trying to offer me, I think it was like, I think the thing was listed, it was a VTech turtle toy. And it's like a learning toy. So I had it listed for like $17.99 or something, free shipping. I still had free shipping on it for some reason, and that was a mistake. And I'm like, oh well, but she offered me, she was starting the offer at $5 free shipping, and I told her, I said, but to you in Washington for that cheap, it's gonna cost at least $8, to ship it to you. And so, me and her, we went back and forth, couldn't agree upon anything. And I really I found it in the dumpster. I don't give a crap what I get for it, but I'm not going to pay to ship it to you.
Right.
That's my bottom line there. I mean, if I screw up and I put free shipping on it, I'm willing to go as low as I possibly can to get it to you and, and not pay shipping. I'm not going to pay shipping.
Right.
you know, and some people just don't freaking get it. And so we went back and forth anyways. I so I didn't make a deal with her. So day before yesterday, somebody just bought it out of the blue from North Carolina, and it was for like, I think I had put it on auction or something.
Uh-huh.
And the auction ended or something happened. Anyways, they got it for $8.99
Plus shipping.
plus shipping.
Good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's the thing, is it ended up being about the same price as the $17.99 as the original, you know, more or less. I mean, you know, minus
Right.
maybe $1 or so.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, because I think they paid like 19 or something altogether.
Yeah.
Like,
so that's good.
I think I had like 2 pounds on it or something, because it was kind of a heavier toy.
Right. Right.
And you know, I was totally fine with that, you know. So I'm like, you know, it's a completely different deal when you grew up and you're just kind of trying to watch yourself, you know, because I'm trying to get rid of all of my stuff that's on free shipping. I'm trying to turn that into, you know, that they pay shipping, because it just doesn't work for me, you know. And you know, sometimes, you know, I understand, you know, you can sell things faster, or they see the free shipping or whatever, and that makes them want to buy I don't know. I still have people that buy stuff from me and they pay the shipping, and nobody ever complains about, I hardly ever get any complaints about shipping, and I usually make money on shipping.
Right.
So yeah, I don't know what they were thinking, but I mean, yeah, sometimes I think they think, oh, free shipping, so everybody gets free shipping, or I don't know.
Free items,
Like,
free shipping, everything's free.
yeah, free. That's why everybody's on the internet doing it. I don't know. It was crazy for her to think that I could ship that for
Yeah.
$5 and still make a profit on it, you know. I mean, maybe that's what she was not thinking about, was that I needed to make some kind of profit, or I don't know.
Right.
But
Yeah.
you know, I've been trying to teach Brandon, you know, because he has my eBay app on his phone too, and so he, you know, anytime he gets an offer or whatever, he'll usually respond to it if I'm at work or if I'm sleeping. I've been trying to teach him kind of the same thing, like, you need to make sure that if it has free shipping on it, you're probably not going to, you know, go very much lower than what it's listed for, you
Yep.
know, and you know, make sure that shipping's covered. And I go through all the things with them, you know, and but I said, if shipping's covered, and if they are offering like $2 less, and you know, it's listed for like, I mean, if it's like listed for $20 and they offer 18, I'm completely fine with that. If they offer even 14, I'm okay with that. You know, it's just, yeah, everything is free except free thinking. That's the truth.
Yeah. But I
But
mean, you know,
I'm trying to get them up to speed on it.
yeah, that's good. That's good that he, you know, that he can take initiative and go in and, you know, possibly make some deals, you know, with some people even while you're sleeping and you know, at your other job. So
Yeah, because I don't want them waiting. I would hate that.
yeah.
If I made an offer on something and then they maybe wait until like the next day or something, I would hate that.
Yeah, I mean, because they've got that on their mind right then. you know, and you want to
Mm-hmm.
really strike while the iron's hot type of thing, rather
Yeah.
than, you know, if you respond to them, you know, 2, 3, 4 hours later, they're already past that moment. They're already past
Mm-hmm.
that impulsive moment.
Right.
So yeah, as soon as the offer comes in, you know, whether it's I accept or I don't accept, you know, I try to put that in, but get that going.
Yeah.
But and usually I won't wake up to like any kind of sales, or, you know, if my phone cha-chings or whatever, I won't wake up to that. But if
I
I wake
usually
up,
do.
if I wake up and I see it, then I'm like, okay, you know, let's get this taken care of. I'm gonna
I
go let the
usually
dogs in real quick.
okay. Yeah, you made me yawn. It's all your fault.
Head, what do you call them?
Just playing the bagpipes.
Sorry.
She's a horrible bagpipe player.
Yeah, I'm practicing.
How's your weather there today?
It's still kind of chilly, but it's supposed to warm up today a little
Oh,
bit.
that's
I
good.
think it's supposed to be in the 60s.
Yeah.
But yesterday, man, it was cold. And I was not ready for that.
Yeah.
Let's see here. So, yeah, I woke up last night and I thought, well, I need to get some work done since I've been kind of a, you know, lazy butt. Get some stuff done. So I got a few things pictured and up and going. So
That's good.
get some grumpy butts in here this morning. Hmm.
Roscoe's rocking in your recliner.
I know. I think he was not happy because Ringo was in there. He was all sprawled out, and that's usually Roscoe's place.
Yeah. You funny dogs.
Yep, they're pretty funny.
What are they waiting for?
Huh?
Are you gonna give them a treat?
I don't know. They probably want a treat.
That's what they look like.
Do you want a treat? I don't know. They're just looking at me like, well, what are you doing? I don't
He
know.
said
What are you?
treat and
Treat.
Elvis. He's got his ear tucked,
Treat.
but he just
You like that one, remember?
threw his head to the side.
All right. All right. Okay. Everybody's happy now.
I remember one time we went to um because it just reminded me of this. Anessa was saying that she had to drown out her husband's snoring, so she wears earplugs. And I remember I was a horrible snorer before I started using my CPAP. And I probably still snore really bad without it. But I remember we went to Magic Mountain, and we rented a hotel room, but it was like there was like 6 or 8 of us that were gonna stay in there,
Uh-huh.
and that we were just gonna like share beds and like maybe like sleep on the floor and stuff. And I think I slept with like Amy or something, and it was my cousin Marcus and his girlfriend Aspen. Remember Aspen, Valerie?
Yeah, I remember.
And they like, I don't know if they've ever like seen me sleep or anything, but I remember waking up and she had went in the closet
Oh my gosh.
in the hotel and tried to close the door.
Aw.
It was like so small because she could not sleep because of my snoring.
Aw. That's so sad.
Sad.
Yeah. I completely understand that.
Oh, I know I could saw me some logs.
I snore, but I kind of have this like, me 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 me, me 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 type of, that's how I sleep.
That sounds
Um,
horrible.
that would be pretty irritating, wouldn't it? And but my first husband, he sawed some logs. I mean, he was horrible. It was just
Mm-hmm.
awful when he would sleep.
Well, and he had sleep apnea too, right?
Yep. Even though he denies it.
Yeah.
But
That's what I'll do.
yeah. I just don't want to accept it.
The last time that you talked to Dad, was he using his CPAP?
I don't know.
He told me.
I didn't talk to him about it.
Oh, he told me the last time I talked to him that he could only use it for like 2 or 3 hours, and then he would throw it off.
That's normal. I mean, I tried to use a CPAP for a little bit, but I was the same way. I just was in denial and didn't want to have anything to do with it, and
Mm-hmm.
so
Yeah, and until you really give it a chance and just like you're really religiously
you
using
have,
it,
yeah,
you won't feel a difference.
yeah, and you have to use it to feel the difference. I mean, that's the key.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Mr. Ringo, what you doing? Hmm? Do your good morning. Good morning, everyone. How are you? I'm being a good boy.
He's so cute. Oh no, that's horrible.
What was that? Is that the zombies? Yeah, the zombies.
Yeah.
What
Or
is that?
Tom.
Huh? I got them all going now. Sorry, guys.
Oh, maybe it is on my end.
When I came back,
I
you're actually, well, no, you're, when I see you down here in the square, you're not. But then when you get up close, then you're very, very blurry. So,
Well, just a few minutes ago, you like froze like twice.
might be the connection. Who knows?
Yeah,
I don't know.
true that.
Yep, he's got some cute little ears.
Yeah, he's something
You got,
else.
you got an itch? You got an itch? I need to give him another bath. I got this stuff for it's more for like a skin condition. Um, if they've got dry skin and stuff. So I'll put that, give them a bath with that stuff, and maybe that'll help. You're right. Comfortable live BiPAP is the way to go. I completely agree. Um, People think that is just I think because you've got a higher pressure going in, and then you got a lower pressure to breathe out against, and it actually helps with that. Getting used to the CPAP, BiPAP, all of that stuff. So I think it's an easier way to go. I would, and I have suggested to plenty of doctors to use if they can, to start with the BiPAP, but usually to have the insurance cover it, they have to do like a CPAP, and that has to fail, and then they can go on to the BiPAP. But yep, they used to do that on the daily. Kind of miss it. I was kind of thinking about it, yesterday. Do you think, you'll ever go back? And I might. Home care setting, maybe not. But who knows? I mean, that could definitely change, in the future. Right now, it really wouldn't be. Yeah, that's exactly right. I think if you can't deal with the CPAP, the thing is it's not so much the air going in; it's breathing out against that pressure, and so that makes it difficult because it almost like takes your breath away. And then, but with the BiPAP, because the exhalation pressure is so much lower, it's usually about half. So if you've got like a pressure of an inhalation pressure of 14 and exhalation of 7, it's a lot easier to blow out against 7 than it is 14.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's definitely easier to get along with.
I don't
So yeah.
ever remember having a problem with it. I really don't. I mean, whenever I did my my sleep study, I had to do a regular sleep study, and then I had to go back and have a fitting. And whenever I had a fitting, they tried the CPAP on me, and I actually slept with the CPAP.
Huh.
And then they tested me that way too. And to make sure that it was actually helping.
Uh-huh.
And it was great, and I didn't really feel like I was choking, or that I was not able to breathe out, or anything. And I'm on 20 pressure, so
Mm-hmm.
that's my husband. He feels that air coming through that mask, and he's like, I don't know how you do that. And he's only supposed to be a pressure of like 14 or something. And yeah,
Yeah.
mine has a it's automatic, but I have it on a regular setting right now to where it's manual. That's kind of cool that the BiPAP will kick in to get you breathing again.
Yeah, and this is another little thing. Hank Allen Cat. Queen City Picker said, "Did you get a message from me on YouTube?" I did not, but I haven't looked. I don't really know. I'll look for it in just a minute. But another thing is if you a lot of times if you're sleeping, if you haven't got the whole CPAP thing, and you feel like you're waking up throughout the night, you're not going to get your full sleep. But what I was going to say is, that feeling of when you have to go to the bathroom, it's actually the same alarm as you're not breathing. And so it can be kind of cross. So you could wake yourself up from not breathing and think that you have to go to the bathroom, which you really don't have to go to the bathroom, but it's an alarm system for your body to tell you that you're not breathing. So it's along the same, it's the same alarm system basically. And sometimes the things kind of get crossed. Yeah, that's how her issue is. Stops breathing during sleep, and doctor says it's causing not enough true REM sleep and other issues. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely a possibility. Now, I can't say that they won't want another sleep study because that's a possibility. But definitely it would be worth it to look into that, as it might be a little bit easier to use. So. No guarantees, but just saying from my um, experience. So I've helped a lot of people with it. Had to coach a lot of people through it, and just keep on them and that was probably out of my whole job range. As far as I didn't really have a whole lot of time to do that, but I made time to, check in on my newer patients to make sure that they were, number one, using it. If they're having any issues, to let us know so we could figure out something, and I got, my hand slapped a couple of times for going the extra mile, but I mean, that's what we were supposed to do. It wasn't about, for them, it was corporate and they wanted to make money, of course. But for me, it was more about making sure that the patient was, doing better and doing okay. So, and in the end, it's all about making the money. And, but you have to, use the thing, use the unit. And now they have all the checkers and everything to make sure that you're using the machine. So, I don't know. But you're welcome, Hank. I hope that helps. If you have any other questions, feel free to look me up. I'll Queen City Picker. I'll look for that message.
Good morning.
Good morning, sunshine.
Morning.
Hi, Sally. Hi, Valerie.
Hi, Todd.
Hi, Side Chat.
Hi, Sajat. How you doing today, Todd?
I don't know. I'm all right.
Carl.
Got that growl going, Carl.
Carl, my buddy.
With his little eye patch and officer's hat. Do they still have the officer hat, or is it just a cowboy hat? I think it's just a cowboy hat. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it's just a cowboy hat. I don't know. Makes you kind of go, huh. Huh.
Uh-huh. Oh,
I'm trying to find that message, Queen City Picker, and I'm not getting it. I don't show it anywhere. Do you have me on Facebook? Queen City Picker? If you have me on Facebook, I could answer it there. But I'm about an hour and a half from Topeka. North of Topeka, northwest of Topeka. Yeah, just send me a message in Facebook. That's perfectly fine. But yeah, I don't go to Topeka very often. I'm just not a big city girl. But I can get there. I have my handy dandy smartphone and but yeah, let me know what you got going on. Dogs are doing good. They're busy playing this morning.
He's so funny.
Having fun. But
Got Elvis on his back.
yep.
killer dogs.
I'm glad they get along like that though.
Yeah.
I haven't heard anything about good. I've heard that from a couple of people about that, lowering their prices. Well, I'm sure that they, especially from the reseller community, I'm sure that they have noticed a decrease in, people that frequent there because, they're not going to go there if their jeans are, $14.99. There's no way to make money on that. You can't make money on that. So they've got to notice a decrease in customers and even just, people that are going in there. I mean, if you're poor and you don't have much money, you're going to Goodwill to buy clothes. You've got this used pair of pants, jeans that they want, $14.99 for. You can go to Walmart, and buy a pair of pants, brand new. Nobody else has worn them. There's no stains or there's no, skid marks or anything like that on them. I mean, I shouldn't have said skid marks, but anyway, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. I mean, I'm not going to go to the Goodwill store and buy a used pair of pants if I can go to Walmart and buy a brand new pair of pants for the same price.
Yeah. That's
It's
just
not
stupid.
So, they have to have, there has to be a stop and, you have to notice that there's something going on is what I'm trying to say. A lot of stores going bankrupt. Nevada has 3 going out of business. Yeah. And I think that has a lot to do with management. I think that has to. You have to keep people coming in, so you have to keep those sales. You have to keep those, bag sales going. You have to keep the, people coming in. You have to keep that door open and those people coming in. If you don't have that, then yeah, you will go bankrupt because there's not much money in, Goodwill, or if you don't work it.
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot. I was going to say something and I forgot what I was going to say. It was like, I said, yeah, and then it was gone.
I hate that.
I know.
What do you got?
Lost my damn mind.
It's like, where am
I
I?
lost my damn mind.
Where am I at? What am I
Huh?
doing?
What?
Yep. Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, it really, that's the way it should be, is that, they should be really under, much, much more under what they sell clothing for. It's ridiculous for them to, think that just because they are a brick and mortar store and they have places all over the country, that they think they can, get away with selling clothes at that price, and that's ridiculous.
And really, I mean, they might not advertise. When I think of a thrift store, I think of, me going in there, but I think of other people going in and, say, they need to go for a job interview, but they can't afford to go to Macy's and buy a suit, a tie, all the accessories that go along with that. They're going to go to Goodwill and they're going to look for, a dress shirt and a pair of pants, and hopefully, their hope is to get something for $10. A whole ensemble rather than, pay $100 to $200. People just don't have the money to do that.
Right. And that they're getting stuff out the yang, for free. Their inventory is free. So I understand, being able to help people and stuff like this, but they'd be able to help a whole lot more, because a whole lot more people would actually shop there if their prices were reasonable.
Right. Jennifer says, stuff at my bins are pulls that haven't been in the stores for more than 2 weeks, and then we have $1 Sundays, old color and new color. Hank says, I have to have short, petite length on pants and jeans, so very rare for me to find them at thrift anyways in my exact size and style. So it's a hit or miss. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing is if you have those $2.99 tops and the $4.99, you could still make money. I mean, number one, you're getting that stuff for free. Those stores are getting that stuff for free. They're getting donated. So, why not put them at a lower price? You're going to sell more. Your volume is going to be higher. And, ultimately you're going to make more money.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line. And that's the bottom line.
Bottom.
That's funny. Elder just rabbit kicked Ringo off of him, and he kind of flew a little bit.
That is one thing that I am looking forward to when I get a little bit older, is getting that senior discount. That's the only time that I will say, yes, I'm a senior. But I won't admit to it any other time. No. Heck no. So what's everybody got going on? What do you got going on today, Todd?
Oh, I have so much that I should do. I don't know. It's a good thing I'm retired, so I don't have to do anything. But there's stuff that I need to do. So then I don't know. I don't make lists. I just, oh, it'll get done.
It'll get done when it gets done.
Tomorrow, you know, or yeah, I'll get to that sometime soon, you know, and it's like, it's a wonder I get anything done. But yeah, I need to, oh gosh. I got a 1998 GMC Sonoma that the air conditioner doesn't work, and I need to sell it. But I got to clean it out and find the paperwork, and I don't know.
The air conditioner doesn't work. Do you know why? Is it the?
Yeah, it broke.
Okay.
And then
okay, so like it's not that hard to repair.
What?
An air conditioner.
Yeah, it is. It needs a whole new air conditioner stuff. So the air conditioner repair would cost about 3 times more than the car is worth. So
yeah, and it's not hard to repair.
Well,
yeah, but it's going to cost three times more than what it takes. Then yeah, I mean, it's not going to be worth it.
Yeah, so
to fix it.
I'm not going to fix it. It's a 19-year-old little pickup.
Right. Right.
So the paint's scruffed off on it, and it's bad.
Yeah.
But I mean, it still runs and drives, you know. So somebody will want it.
Yeah.
But I just got to take the time to clean it up and get the paperwork out and make a listing on Craigslist, and somebody will buy it. But I don't know. Just getting around to doing it.
So you just need a reason to get it done. You need to suck it up and get it done.
I know.
Where's it at right now? Is it on the street?
Yeah, it's parked in the street in front of my house.
Yeah. So, I mean, maybe why don't you just put a sign on it? Why don't you start with a sign?
Yeah, I'll put a sign on it. Yeah.
I mean, that's the easiest way to go right at first, you know?
Yeah. It's just a pain selling a car. I don't do it very often, and I don't know why I'm doing it. It's a little sentimental to me. That was my dad's last pickup.
Oh.
Right.
I mean, yeah, he's been dead for over 10 years, so.
But it was still a hard thing for you.
Yeah, I don't know. It just, I don't know, just a pain to sell a car mostly.
Yeah, but it does have, that sentimental, so that may be one of the reasons why you're not too quick to, get it listed and, get everything done on it that you need to get done. It may not even be, like something that you're thinking about. It just may be you kind of are. What are you trying to do, dog? Bite my finger off?
Yeah,
Hey,
this is
man,
your
see that
plan.
lemon? Like, man, I'm gonna get that finger. I'm gonna eat it.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean. Sometimes just unconsciously you can be not really paying attention to doing the things that you need to get done for underlying reasons. That's all I'm saying.
Your dog is just watching your hand.
I know.
Your dog.
Even I don't need the pickup.
Right.
I've got a Ford F-250, so I don't need the pickup.
Right.
So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Did you see what Sherry said, Todd?
Fixing it is not worth it, because even if I fix it, I still need to sell it, and then that'll be losing money.
Yeah. Just get rid of it.
Sherry said try CarMax, because they will buy stuff from you even if you don't buy anything from them, or you don't have any business with them.
The nearest CarMax is 90 miles. I don't usually have trouble finding somebody to buy a car from me, but it's
just getting to that point.
Yeah, I've kind of been using it for storage. I get like 1 million totes. It's got a camper shell on the back. And in storage units, I get 1 million totes, and they're all good to use. So I throw them in the back of that.
Fishing and Picking says, you know what I'd do? Give it to a kid in the family.
Yeah, I haven't got any kids in the family that age. Yeah, everybody in our family is either grown or and got their own cars, or
you're so honoring. You're just honoring. Yes, you're honoring us.
Yeah.
Huh.
Let's see. Fishing and Picking asked me a question. Let me see if I can answer it in the side chat. I'll answer it this way.
What are you trying to do? Put me to sleep? That wasn't hard. He looks tired already.
That's a long answer.
You're a good boy, huh? Yeah, you're a good boy. Even though you got big old ears, huh? You got ears about half the size of your body. Yeah, you do. Oh, hang on.
Are you okay, Megan? I don't know what you were trying to say, honey, but you didn't say it. I don't know. Talked to Nikki yesterday. She was still sick. Valerie sent her a message this morning, sent her a link, but she didn't answer it. So hopefully she's doing okay. But yeah, she's probably just still kind of rough around the edges. Yeah, she did. Yeah, I figured so, Mario. Yeah, I hope so too. Yeah. Oh, Megan says, "Well, I'm sick," but that's the CarMax commercial. WBYCEIYDBO. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, though.
I'm back.
Welcome back, Kata.
We had an emergency.
What happened?
Maddie just started walking.
Oh no.
So of course she had to show Nana that she was walking.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh. Now it's really on.
Yeah, it is. Poor Tina.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Things I don't miss about teaching. Lesson plans, in-service meetings, driving buses, arriving home at midnight after teaching all day, then taking bus loads of kids to a football game. I hear you.
Oh, okay, Megan. I understand now. I thought she was like drunk or asleep or something.
It's a little bit early, but hey, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, I guess. So
She put
whatever.
WBYCEIYDBO.
What the heck?
And it's we'll buy your car.
So what
even
does that mean?
We'll buy your car even if you don't buy ours. That's the
Oh my
CarMax
gosh.
commercial.
Oh my gosh. I need to
Fishing
go.
and picking. Let me answer this one about talking. One of the most horrible things about teaching is, like, I taught the school in one place for 20 years, and about every 4 years, we would get a new junior high principal, a new high school principal, and a new school administrator.
Mm.
And every time one of those positions changed, the new person had a different way of doing the procedures, just how we're going to run this school now.
Mm-hmm.
And just keeping up with all those changes was a pain.
Right.
I'm sure.
They made teacher lives miserable because, no, we're not going to turn in the grades that way this year. We're going to do it this way. And then everything you had set up in past years to, it's kind of like doing eBay. You kind of streamline your process to the way you do it, the way it makes sense for you.
Mm-hmm.
And then having somebody come in and change it all is. How do you feel about eBay rule changes? It's kind of like when eBay makes a big rule change, then everybody's up in arms, a little bit like that.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta, kind of work with the changes and everything, but at the same time, when, teachers are there for years and years and they know how to do, they know how to do it this way, and this is the way that they always do it. I can totally understand if,
Yep.
somebody goes and changes it up and, you have to do it somebody else's way.
Yep.
That sucks.
And the State Board of Education would do the same thing. They would make a big rule change. And so to implement it, we would have to sit through numerous hours of meetings, and then, oh God, that kind of stuff drove me nuts. If I could just be in a room teaching kids how to do what I was trying to teach them how to do, that was fine. Just leave me alone.
Right.
Let me teach them. If they don't learn, then fire me.
Right.
If they do learn, then just leave me alone. Quit making all these stupid changes.
Yeah, it was so political and so, yeah, I can understand how that would be frustrating. It wasn't necessarily about the kids. It was more, political and to make sure that,
No, kids are fine, and parents were fine once they understood the situation, and
right.
administrators were fine once you were used to them.
Mm-hmm.
But then they'd put a new one in. Yeah. I don't know. I think maybe I'm kind of always had an old man point of view. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. By God, it worked in 1950. Why ain't it working now? So, yeah, about every 5 years, the state of Texas would change the standardized testing on how to test the kids. And so we had to learn all new systems for how to test the kids. Stuff like that just drove me nuts.
Yeah. Okay.
One thing that's
y'all ready for an actual reseller question? Megan says.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry. Got me going on.
Todd, let me knock you off your soapbox for a minute. But Comfortable Life has a question too. Sold item listed as no FedEx, post office box shipping. Buyer ordered using P.O. Box. How do I contact buyer and change the address myself on shipping label? Okay. Shipping was with FedEx. So.
Yeah, when you get ready to print your label, it'll just give you a place to change their address. But you got to have their address. So you have to just send an email message to the buyer. Otherwise, you have to mark it as a cancel the order because you can't ship it.
Right.
And in the reason you put can't ship to this buyer's address.
That makes sense.
Was it something big and heavy that
or ask the buyer if there is an address that it can be shipped to.
Yeah, that's what you have to do.
Well, and if there's not, would they like to cancel the order?
Yeah.
And then you can put that the buyer wanted to cancel the order if you have to cancel it.
That's one of the things that I don't like about next day shipping. That's why I don't do it.
What's that?
Is because of this situation. If I need to ask a buyer for a change of address, I need some time to get a message back from them and then have time to print the shipping label before my shipping time runs out.
Right. But if, I mean, I have next day shipping, and I mean, I don't really have that problem as far as shipping addresses and stuff. I really don't have that problem.
Yeah.
So you ship next day air?
I ship next day.
You have 1 day shipping.
Yeah.
But you don't have you don't have like overnight service.
Oh, no.
That's what Todd's talking about.
That's what Todd means. Okay.
No, that's not what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, because I mean that makes sense when you have an address and you've got to get that out to the vendor wherever it's going. You have to get that out before, say, 10. I'm sure there's like a deadline on it, 10 a.m. or 12 p.m. or something like that, and you can't. You're trying to get this information, but you can't get it to the supplier or to the person that's delivering it. That's going to be an issue. So, yep. They do the same thing to me, Amelia. FedEx and UPS. Sometimes, not all the time. Sometimes they do. They'll drop our packages at the. Okay. In stereo.
You big dummy. Why would you offer me half price for something?
They want a deal.
I don't know. I'm just a grippy.
They were thinking you were going to give them a deal.
I shouldn't have put best offer on that anyway. Nope.
Okay. Who's snoring?
Izzy.
I was like, well, I know Todd's awake.
I can't hear it. Oh. Maybe I could a little bit.
Why aren't you doing that?
Question for the shoe sellers. Well, cha-ching.
That'd be me.
Good job. Tom says, question for the shoe sellers. I have a couple of pair of sneakers. They're bold colors. How do you tell if they're boys or girls?
You don't have to. You can leave that blank or just put unisex.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Unless it says like on the tag on the inside whether it's boys or girls. I would just leave it blank. Okay, and Megan says, what would you do? Had a buyer haggle best offer on Saturday. I shipped yesterday with upgraded
service.
service, now complaining that she assumed more items were included, and the other sellers are far less money. Oh well.
I just sent her a note saying, just return it. I accept returns.
Yeah, I mean, if you think that she is going to return anyways, I mean, when they should know better than to assume that more items are included. You know, they should go by what the listing actually has in it.
Yeah.
You know, and what the listing says, not assuming that, you know, it's one way or the other.
Yeah, I mean, just because one messenger or one seller has an item with, 8 pieces added onto it, doesn't mean that every item out there for sale is going to have those 8 pieces included. So you have to look at those buyers have to look at their listings, and you have to know what you're buying. And a lot of people don't. They assume that if they see one picture, it's all going to be the same, and that's not the case. And so that's where a lot of returns gets done, because they're not paying attention.
Yep.
Yeah, and if she okay, so she says her listing stated clearly, so if she wants to return it, she can do so, but it's going to have to be at her own
it's on her
cost.
dime. Yeah, it's on her dime.
Because your listing was correct.
And since she messaged you that said, I assumed it had more, then she's already admitted that.
Right.
Yeah.
You got the eBay backup then with that message.
Yep.
Because when you assume something, you make an ass out of you and me.
Right.
Absolutely. I believe in that saying to this day. Yeah.
I'll be back.
Which sometimes I'm an ass even without assuming something.
Yeah, I mean, that happens to me too. So.
Okay.
I think it's pretty universal.
Together we can be really good assholes.
Yep. It's going to be a good day. I have a good feeling about today.
Yeah. If I get out and clean up that pickup and take pictures and get it listed, I'll feel better about my day.
Yeah. And sometimes, as much as you don't want to do it, sometimes just getting started, just getting things together, or things that you need to, clean up that car or whatever. Yeah. Once you get out there and the sun hits your face and, you're ready to get it. I mean, Mike always had a saying, you got to get it started if you want to get it done. So just starting is half the battle. So I use that for a lot of things.
On the other hand, I've been needing to sell that pickup for about 3 years now. So
Right. Right.
I don't know why I'm dragging my heels on it.
Well, I mean,
just so I can keep paying insurance on it, I guess.
Yeah.
I know I'm a dumb butt.
But and that's the kind of the way that you have to look at it is, if I get rid of this truck, that's gonna I'm not gonna have to pay that on insurance, and I'm not gonna have it, sitting in front and sitting around and just collecting dust and all that. So it's gonna be a good thing no matter what.
Yeah.
So even though you're going to lose that storage.
I know I keep a bunch of my tools in there too, like screwdrivers and wrenches and everything.
Right.
It's kind of a big toolbox too.
Yeah.
So I got to find a place to put all that crap.
I know.
I'm a gripey old man.
That's okay.
My wife is like, why do we still have that thing sitting in front of the house? And the neighbors are real good. They haven't said a word about it, but I mean, just because I just drove it to the post office this morning, but
Yeah.
I don't know. It's finally cooled off
'Cause you
enough in
can.
Texas you can drive it without sweating your
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Well, that's good.
Yeah, it'd be a good time to sell it now that you don't need the air conditioner for about 4 or 5 months.
Right. And then somebody else can worry about getting that fixed or figuring it out or whatever.
Yeah, and I wouldn't even care if somebody just bought it for parts or whatever, but
Right.
I ain't gonna mess with tearing down a pickup, and I don't have the facilities for all that. I mean, it's probably worth more if I sold the parts off of it, but anyway.
Let's see.
Just one of the many things, one of the many projects I need to get done.
Oh. All right. Let's see what we can do here. I'm going to try to get... I haven't looked at this government deals or government auctions or anything like that, and so I'm going to try and get in on there, but it's like trying to get into Fort Knox to get into their website. TY4. Okay. Let's see. I'm still here, guys. We have an intense state auto inspection in North Carolina. Really? Okay, well, that's good to know. Like, what do they inspect? Emissions? Yeah, that just got really loud. Emissions also. They check everything. Okay, well. It couldn't be worse than California, I can tell you that right now. So I'm kind of used to that.
Texas is weird. It's if you live in one of the big cities, they do the full California style inspection, and it costs like $35 to get your car inspected. But here in the small towns, you just take it to the local garage and they do it for $7.
Huh.
I think that must be like a county thing here in Texas.
Well, that's definitely something to, to be aware of. That's what I was looking at too. yesterday was, where is it cheaper to buy? What was it? What was the question? It was, is it cheaper to buy a vehicle in North Carolina or like Missouri or Kansas? And so I found out that it was cheaper. I think Missouri was like the third cheapest state to buy a vehicle, a new vehicle. And I think North Carolina was like fifth or sixth. That's pretty interesting. Crazy card. Leather Tools auction, sold at auction last night. I never do auctions anymore. 24 bids, several at the end. Kind of exciting. Yelling at the computer, go, go, go. That's awesome. I don't know where Beth is this morning. Maybe she slept in. Okay, good. Oh, she said she's just there working. I see. Trying to get your work done, huh? Don't get no work done around us. He's just listening. That's all right. No worries. Okay. So I need to find do that. Log in. Hopefully that's, we're good to go. Okay, good. And we'll do a save on that. Sound like a little motorcycle.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just
I don't even notice it anymore.
uh-huh.
I'm back.
Okie dokie.
Joe. Joe.
So
Hey.
what's going on?
Hmm.
Oh, I think I can hear Emily in the background saying, Job, wake up.
Oh. Just fixing to start her first day.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, I understand. That's difficult to deal with, Megan. I know I don't like to have to deal with that. My day started with redoing my antivirus, so I got behind. Yeah, I can see how that would definitely put you behind, but thank goodness for those. Otherwise, we probably wouldn't have any computer service. Right? Nothing else, the time it takes having to think about and deal with issues is it's frustrating. Yeah, there's been a lot of weird stuff out there lately for some reason. I don't know why. Um, okay, let's do that. Um,
Yeah, I was getting the same thing yesterday, just weird messages.
that's so weird.
Hmm.
Y'all sell headphones?
I haven't.
I do pretty good with headphones. I'm listing a
Yeah,
pair. You can get them real cheap usually, depending on where you go.
yeah.
Like Carl sold me 3 pairs of headphones for like $5 last Thursday.
Awesome.
This pair looks like I can get $25 for just this one pair.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah, Megan, it's kind of a dumb buyer to pay you more for yours than she could have gotten from another seller anyway. What?
Yeah, definitely.
If you could get them cheaper, why didn't you do that in the first place, you big dummy?
Mm-hmm.
But don't say that in your messages to the buyer.
Yeah, don't call her a big dummy.
Big
For
dummy.
sure.
I wonder how that would go off.
Man.
Man.
Remember Sanford and Son? We call Lamont. You big dummy.
Yep. I do remember that.
Yeah. Good crazy card. Yeah, they're easy to test. You just plug them in and listen to Valerie talk through the headphones.
What are you talking about? You can't hear me half the time.
No, it's not that I can't hear you. It's like I block you like I do my wife sometimes.
Oh.
Oh, damn.
I see how it is now.
What'd you say? I didn't.
Yeah, I didn't quite get that.
What? Can you repeat that?
Nope. Your loss. My gain.
So I just get out the roll of shrink wrap and put the headphones and roll it. And then it slides right into a bubble mailer for first class shipping. Headphones are easy to sell. What was that? You're a tough dog. Get him. There's a pair of JVC headphones he also sold me.
I think the ones that I've sold before were like for gaming.
Yeah.
And I've sold one for gaming. I've sold, if you ever find those little earpieces that are for hearing impaired people, those sell good. Those are good money.
Yeah.
I got them for like $1.99 or something at my thrift store, and then I flipped them for like $50 or $60.
Yep. And then like on little ones like this, that the ear pads are all worn out.
Mm-hmm.
I just ordered some ear pads. You can get like a half dozen for $4 on eBay.
Yeah.
Slap a new pair of those felt pads on, they just stretch on, you know. And this little pair ought to sell for $15. So I don't know. Yeah, they're easy to test. You just plug them in. If both ears work, you're good to go.
Yeah. Yeah, buddy.
I got like 6 or 7 headphones to sell.
Awesome.
And you don't have to steam them to get the wrinkles out.
There you go. Even better.
Even better. All right. Ice Mat Audio.
Man, that's loud. Turn it down. Okay. Sorry, I was just looking through this. It's like a government auction type of thing.
Oh yeah.
I'd never seen that before.
Yeah,
Pretty interesting.
Jim and Tara was, they looked up a site for me, and they said, you got to look at this site because I guess they've done some of those, and they said they're really good. The ones that they got, that's where they got all that medical equipment.
Oh, really?
Because it was coming out of a some kind of government building.
Maybe I need to look at that. Medical dental equipment.
Just don't buy you a dental chair.
No, I don't think I'll go there. 3 CPAP machines. That's not going to do me any good.
Mm-mm.
But there are some Stryker stretchers, but that's in North Carolina. And those suckers are going for $21,000. Woo!
What is it?
There's Stryker stretchers, like for...
Oh, yeah.
What do you call it?
For like EMTs?
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
There's a Harvey cardiopulmonary patient stimulator mannequin, and that's in Virginia. That's going for $2,000.
Can't find a comp for these earphones. What the heck?
Kind of interesting, though.
Why wouldn't you put a...
Hi, Henry.
Hi, Henry. Why wouldn't they put it? That's stupid.
What's that?
Oh, there's these headphones. They don't have a model number on them anywhere. And I can't find comps for them on eBay.
Then just make up your own shit, buddy.
I guess. How am I going to know how much to charge for them?
How much you charge for the other ones?
$24.95.
Well, just charge that much. Then if they don't sell, then...
But some headphones are like high tech and go for $100 or more.
Okay, what's the ones that you just listed?
They had comps.
Okay.
Audio Technica.
And then
new ones like this sell for $50, so I put $24.95. So I don't know.
Okay, and the ones that you got now, what brand are those? JVC, you said, right?
Maybe it's just CEMAT audio. It looks like IceMat audio. Maybe it's just CEMAT.
I would just look up that name right there and see what comes up. And you might find the same ones, and then you might find a model number with it also. Because maybe theirs has the package or something with the model number on it.
IceMat. And there's only 2 for sale, and they're not working, and they want $17 for them. It's weird. And those are sold. It's weird.
Oh boy. Go for a printer.
Inbox not working. Why would somebody spend $17 on a headphone set that isn't working?
I have no clue.
I gotta look that up. I sold 2 of them. They're brand new in box, but they're not working. What?
Charles wants to know if you want him to look it up on WorthPoint for you.
Sure. I guess.
Megan says, I don't want to be stubborn, but I'm not going to price match a $60 free ship to $6.99 paid ship. What am I, Walmart? No
You
doubt.
tell him. That's right.
How does he? That's weird.
Megan Mart. What you done, Fuzzy? Hmm?
Asmat Audio headphones.
What's Fuzzy doing?
But they don't have.
Fuzzy.
They don't have a part number on them anymore.
Boop.
Google it.
Fuzzy.
Asmat.
All right. Let me do that and bookmark it. And I'll do that and done, and we're good to go. Okay. I'm back. Back in black. Yeah, I put it in. I got it taken care of. I'll have to keep an eye on it. See where it goes. It's not too far. I mean, yeah, it's about 75 miles, but I can also make a day out of that, go to the thrift stores and do that. So it'll be good. And I need to do that actually more, get out more. I'm too much of a hermit these days.
Hermitized.
Yeah. I think it has something to do with just like, you have that safe feeling where you're home and, if you're at home, you're safe, and most of the time. I don't know. Okay. Mark is answered. Let's see who's watching my stuff. I've got 4 auctions that are on. Somebody just needs to buy my stuff. Quite a few watchers on quite a few things. Now they just need to take the next step. Oh
my gosh. I gotta drag that out and size it.
Okay. Are you okay?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just being a grumpy old man.
Man, I wish I could just say that. Like, yeah, I'm all right. I'm just being a bitch today.
That just seems to make it all better, don't it?
Yeah.
I'll just,
Yeah, I'm a bitch, but don't you dare call me one in my face.
Well, I don't care if you call me a bitch, but I don't know. I got a watch for sale. It's all packed up, ready to ship, right?
No.
But this buyer wants to know the stupid size of the band, and I'm like, oh God. Drag it out, measure the band, and then they probably won't buy it.
Make sure you put it in the listing after you measure it.
Yeah.
Just in case somebody else, that person doesn't buy it, and then another person comes along and says, hey, can you undo all this work you already did and then measure it again?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really going to piss you off.
I'm just being a crappy old bitch. I don't want to drag that.
Oh my.
I don't want to drag that out and measure it. That's a pain in my ass.
You know, that to me, Todd, you
What?
just put yourself in another level for me, because an older man that is fine with being called a grumpy old bitch, that is hilarious to me. And that means that you have just the sickest sense of humor. It's so funny.
Yeah, whatever.
Whatever, Batman forever. Okay, I'm gonna get out of this.
You know what my son Jonah just said?
Huh.
He said the only B word you should ever call a woman is beautiful. Because bitches love to be called beautiful.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
He of course is kidding. He doesn't like, I mean, I'm not getting into this, but he's hilarious. He has a very good sense of humor.
So Valerie had a question. She said, your opinion, would you pay someone eBay knowledgeable $2 per listing to list your items if you didn't have full-time hours to list? No. I don't think that I would do that. I mean, especially not $2 per listing. Number one, you don't know if, when it's going to sell. You don't know. I just wouldn't do it. That's a lot per listing, number one. And, if you're just trying to do it for like a family member to help them out, yeah, if you want to do that, that's fine. Just trying to figure out an amount to pay somebody. But I wouldn't do that like somebody just like, off the street that says they have a good eBay, sense or anything like that. I don't know.
If it was $150 item, yeah, I'd pay them pay somebody $2 to list it. But if it's a $15 pair of headphones, that doesn't make any sense to pay $2 on my.
On top of what you already spent on the item.
Yeah, I think there must. If you're paying somebody $2 a listing, there has to be a minimum price value to the item.
Yeah.
Unless you're like a super huge volume seller, then it might be worth $2, but.
Yeah, and I mean, unless if you're used to doing things a certain way, you're not going to be happy.
Right.
And
you're probably going to have to go back in and readjust or redo the listing anyway, because it's not up to your standards. I would say
quit it.
Yeah, it's
I'm
like
not doing anything.
Craigslist Hunter has somebody hired to do listings for him, but he sells high dollar items,
That's a crock. Jennifer, apparently there's somebody that's doing that in the eBay community where they're hiring eBay listers and then they're making money off of that. So they basically pimp these people out to do listings, and they're getting so much per listing, and then she's getting the rest. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't even get mixed up in that. The way that I figure it is I'm a one woman operation, and I'll do what I can to get up as much as I can, during each day. But, I can only do as much as one person is allowed to do. I mean, I can push myself, sometimes push myself too hard. Oh, sorry.
Push it real good. Push.
Are you doing that on purpose?
No. I'm not.
I'm like tearing up because I'm like yawning inside. and I don't have any coffee. I'm out of coffee, so
I have coffee, but I don't have any chocolate.
Why are you yawning inside? Why don't you just let it go?
Because
let it go. Let it go.
Let it snow. Let it go.
Because once you start, you can't stop.
And I can't stop. Like once
eating Pringles or Lay's or whatever it is.
Oh my gosh. Here we go again.
I love Pringles.
I love Pringles too.
Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. My youngest son, he was listing for me for a little bit, and there was just things that he would do differently that I wouldn't do, and and vice versa. And it was just, and the same thing with my husband. I would have him list for me, and it just wasn't the same. And so I just think that if you have other people listing for you, and Valerie, quit it.
I'm not doing anything.
And if you have other people listing for you, you need like a half shield face mask so nobody can see beyond. But yeah, you're just, I don't know. I'm very particular on how I like my stuff, and so it just, I just wasn't happy with it. Oh, golly. Making me want to take a
I didn't even
nap.
do. I blocked it that time.
Oh, you did? Really?
Yeah.
And then I was able to see through it, I guess. Right back.
I don't know why I'm so yawny today. I'm good, I think. I'm still yawning. Yeah, I'm too much of a controlled freak. The only thing I might be able to handle is pictures if I like their style. All right, Queen City Picker. Catch you later. Have a great day. Yeah, I think we're going to cut it short here on the... Well, not cut it short. We made it till 10. That's pretty darn good. The Thrifty Picker says, my daughter tried listing for me for gas money, but she quit because she said I'm too hard to work for because I want things done a certain way. And I would review her work and change it. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing, too, is, you know, you're going back and you're looking at their listings, and then you're going to critique, and then people's feelings are going to get hurt because you want it done a certain way. And we're kind of, you know, almost closed-minded when we think of, you know, how we do our listings. We only think it can be done our way, you know, which there's no reason to think otherwise, but, you know, everybody's going to have their own spin on it, their own way to think about it. Sorry. But, you know, it's just one of those things, and truthfully, I wouldn't pay somebody to do it. If it was my daughter and she was here and she needed a job, then yeah, I might, you know, think about something like that. But just to hire somebody, no.
And if that's what they want to do, then, you know, they can go for it.
Yeah.
But I just wouldn't personally feel comfortable.
Right. Right. Exactly.
Did you see that, Todd? Charles said that one sold for over 200. Todd.
Is he taking a nap? Do you see his arm?
No.
No. He's probably unavailable.
Toad.
Toad. I mean, yeah, it definitely sounds good. You know, I'm sure in the video, you know, she posted that, you know, they have to meet your requirements and they have an organized way of doing something. Yeah, that's a lot of money. Especially if you're doing just on an average of 20 listings, you know, that's $20 a day that you're going to take out of, you know, actually it's $40 a day if it's $2 a listing. You know, that's
He doesn't have a model number, Charles.
so, you know, I sometimes I just think you have to just do what you can do and do the best that you can. You know, if you can't do 50 listings a day, well, then knock it down to 20, you know, and anything extra than that, extra that you get, you know, after the 20 is, you know, a plus, a bonus. So, all right. Is there anything you want to add, Sally?
Get your butt to work.
I tried.
Oh my God. She's awful.
Oh, you're welcome. I hope that helped you. I might be doing a working hangout later, so
After her nap.
keep your eyes out. Maybe. That's something that I do not. I used to be embarrassed about it, but I take a nap. I take a nap usually every day. I try to hold out, but I'm still going to end up taking a nap. So why not just accept it and go with it? And then, and then I get up refreshed and then I'm good till midnight. Sounds all good in theory, right?
Mm-hmm.
Comfortable Life says, Todd, price them high with best offer. Yeah, you can't go wrong with, pricing them a little bit higher and then put best offer on them, and they should be fine. So, all right, y'all. This is a good show. Hope everybody had a great day, and we will talk to you tomorrow. Bye now. Say bye, Sally.
Bye-bye. Love y'all.